Monday, happy Mother's Day. It's May 8th, and look what's back. The rain. It's been raining all night. It's about 8:15, 8:30, something like that. This was Mother's Day presents from Pete Nash. Some Lush.
There's a TV, full bar.
And this beautiful edible arrangement with little teddy.
His tattoos was nice. He's like a quiet strength about him. He's just so handsome, but tough, but sweet, but wise. It's cute. Oh yeah. Huge jacuzzi. We have yellow matching weights.
So I actually got a pretty day. Norwegian breakaway, the one Ash wants to go on. On's just getting ready to go, yeah.
It's just starting up, yeah, you hear the motors getting...
Being in debt, meanwhile you're paying violinists to wake up.
Yeah.
And let's salute moms and stepmoms with this one. Not only did she raise, of course, her own children.
I see this truck very often. What is it, Pete?
The bomb squad.
Oh, yeah, the bomb squad. Anyway, Myers is over there. We went there first. Right there. And then we went over to the fish and chip shop. We didn't think we were going to be able to sit inside, but by the time food was ready, we were able to.
Yeah.
So that was good.
He was going through and then the lady stopped to ask a question.
Oh, okay.
And she ended up going in.
Are you really going to fit in there? Yeah, I guess you can.
Look how pretty now with all the trees. I'll never forget that dog walker we saw with like 15 dogs. All shapes and sizes. It was so cute. Looks pretty.
Oh yeah, they redid that.
Yeah, looks nice with all the
That's not
grapes.
an inexpensive place to be.
It's probably an Italian place.
That's the expensive hotel there.
Oh, that's a hotel?
Yeah.
Rain.
Like, hey, do you have any houses right now when they drive by?
Yeah.
And all the black cars.
Yeah. Black, 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 black. They finished that apartment building or whatever it is. The one that looks like a big triangle.
But it's the only way to farmhouse taste is baked into every slice. Try some, and you'll see why a pepper...
Hey, we made it! This far anyway. There's a dog park, and I saw a Trump place behind. That one young lady I watched.
That's good.
No, he's good like that.
I'm gonna creep on her now.
That's my girl.
It's like I'm gonna creep on her now.
No, she's going to hug Getaway. Come hell or high water. Though. Hold her. Get it out. Go, 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 go. Nice peach.
No, it's not. Alright.
Get in there, get in.
Get on her, Paige. Alright, take her out and buy her something.
Buy her something.
That was I did yesterday. She came with me yesterday. So I said, wherever you want to go after, we're fine. Anywhere you want. So she
What has she done to you? He's like, I don't care as long as I have my dinner. She can tie whatever she wants.
Yeah, look at him.
Buddy, hope you're doing well. It is 7:30. We just got home. We went over, got flowers and that for my sister-in-laws and my mother-in-law, and then stopped by my mother-in-law's house, and my one sister-in-law was there, so we were able to give her flowers. And then we stopped next door at my other sister-in-law and brother-in-law's house, gave them their flowers. Then we came into the city, we didn't came into the city. Went into the city. It was busy. Obviously everybody and their mother was out. It was a beautiful day, very windy though, so that kept a chill in the air, even though I just wore that green sweater. I didn't have anything else on, no jacket. Found an amazing parking spot outside, well, not far from Myers. So we went into Myers first, because at this point it was already, I think it was 3:45 or 3:30, something like that, and Myers closes at 5. So we went in there first, put everything in the car, and then we walked a few blocks over to the fish and chip shop. And when we got there was a line out the door. It was packed. So we were just going to get chicken and chips to share in the car. And Ash and I went and sat on a bench, but the bench was outside the little English cafe. They didn't keep coming out. They came out and asked if we were waiting for a reservation or waiting to go in. And we said, oh no, we're just waiting for someone at the fish and chip shop, because we were going to sit there and eat them outside, even though it was windy. There was a ton of construction around by there. So then Pete went back in to wait, and the guy goes, all right, just caught all up on orders now. They should be out in a minute. So Pete then ordered himself a fish sandwich, because they do cod on rolls. So he had that. And there was actually a little space inside the fish and chip shop at that point, one of the little tiny round, well, the only round table. So I didn't want to sit at that point because my back was killing me. So I thought if I stand, maybe it'll be better, because it was on like a bar stool anyway. So I wouldn't have had any back, support. I hear a kid yelling, but I don't know if he's yelling crying or yelling playing. I think one of our neighbours is having an outdoor barbecue. I think he's just playing. So we ate in there, and then we walked back to the car, and there was so much traffic on the way out. The West Side Highway was bumper to bumper pretty much all the way until we got to the toll booth to cross the bridge to get off the island of Manhattan. And then we got home. As we were getting home, my niece's game had just started, so we swung by my niece's football game, soccer game. I call it football still. They call it soccer. And went and found my brother-in-law and sister-in-law on the bleachers. I don't know. I think the two sides should switch. Like not two sides should switch. What are you talking about? I think the spectators should like separate. One be on one side and one be on the other, because as we're clapping for one thing, they're all like booing and hissing. And one father was getting quite irate. I'm like, it's a game. It's a bloody game. And then when our team scored, they got upset. And when their team scored, we didn't say anything. We were just like, oh, because they're kids. But when we got there, my niece had got hurt in practice. She hurt her back, the top of her back. So she was actually out on the bench. And my sister-in-law said, if you don't want to stay, you don't have to stay. But we said, we'll stay for a little while. The game only went till 6:30 anyway, and this was about 6 o'clock. But then, right after halftime, they put my niece in for a little while. So she played a bit. So I got a little bit of her on video. And we left. Ran over to Starbucks where I got my coffee. I haven't drank half of it yet. I got a hot one today because I was a bit chilly by this point. Went in there and then ran over to the pharmacy because Ash had to pick up a prescription, and then just came home, and it's now 7:32. So it's probably going to be it for tonight. I'm going to sit here. Pete's laying on the couch. His back is playing up today. I have a patch on, so it's helping somewhat. And Ash has just gone in her room. She's shattered. She fell asleep in the car coming home from the city. I think she closed her eyes for a minute, and the next minute she was fast asleep. But yeah. But I hope you've all had, all you mums out there, have had a lovely Mother's Day. If you celebrate, I hope, you know, all the mum figures and the aunts and grandmothers and sister-in-laws, I hope everybody had a brilliant day today. I hope everybody else had a wonderful Sunday. But I am going to keep the camera out for a little bit to see if there is a pretty sunset, because the sun is out and there are a few clouds in the sky. So if I do, it will end on the sunset. Oh, I did buy a Union Jack umbrella today. They had them back in the store, and I'm like, I want one of these, Pete, so I get it. I'm like, okay. So it's actually in my bag because it's one of the small ones. So, so a little small Union Jack umbrella, which fits nicely in the bag. Seems we've had so much rain. Oh, sorry, Roxy. Seems we've had so much rain this week. Not a bad thing to have. So anyway, again, I hope you've had a wonderful day. Whatever you guys did today, I hope it was a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, guys. Waiting for our 3 o'clock. What time is it, Ash? 5 to 3? Oh, I see.
Is that the camera you use to do all the sunsets?
Yes.